Hi everyone, this is Joanne. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Today I am going to do a quick grid design Christmas layout with these cute pictures. This is my great niece, my nephew's baby. And then this was a cute ornament that was on the tree, 2020. And then this is a picture of her with her sisters and her brother, which would be like, what, my step great nieces and nephew, if that's what you call it. Family's family, doesn't matter, right? So my table's empty right now because we have company today in our layout, so I wanted to show that to you. It's absolutely hysterical. I got my drawer out of my Christmas stuff, and somebody decided to take a nap. Can you see me, Billy? Get you. Everybody see your face. So see how handsome he is? So he's going to help us today. He's not really very helpful, but he thinks he is. So I'm going to push him over to the side. Sorry for the noise. And then we're going to get our page ready. So here's my Tim Holtz glass mat. Try to do that without too much crashing and noise. So I've got a lot of stuff put together ahead of time, so the video isn't too long. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a basic grid. And I'm going to show you how to do that if you have never done one before. It's very, very easy, and it's fun, and it looks beautiful. So what you can do is, I've lost a picture somewhere, so I don't know where it went. You just take, there it is. You take 4x3 pieces of paper. I like 4x3 the best. I think they fit the best. And print your pictures 4x3. Now you can put a picture in all 6 of these. You can put a picture in 1, 2, 3, whatever you want. I've chosen 3 today. And just put them in a manner which you like. I've used 3 different pieces of patterned paper, and they're all from the Hip Kit Club. There is paper from the 2020 November kits, and that's it. And then some Basil white cardstock. And then I had this piece of acetate from Bella Boulevard that has some pretty red stars on it, and I just stapled it with my mini stapler onto this card because I didn't want, you can't really get acetate on without seeing the adhesive for the glue. So I just used a staple, and then we're going to cover those staples up with embellishments. So we're going to put these down, and then you can kind of eyeball this. Just go ahead and put them down like this, and just pick one. Make sure you have the same amount of white on the sides and the top of the bottom. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you want it to be perfect, you could go ahead and use your T-square ruler and line it up that way. That would be helpful. So let's go ahead and just pick one and get it down. I had some new adhesive, the Altenew adhesive. I like it a lot. I'm going to go ahead and stick one of these down. I like this adhesive. It's the first time I've used it. I like it because if you make a mistake or you don't get something straight, it's very easy to get this adhesive back up without damaging your papers. So I like that a lot. All right, so let's see if we can get this straight here together. That looks pretty good. You know, like I said, use your T-square ruler if you are want it to be perfect. We just go ahead and put this down and line it up like that. And that way you know that it's straight and it's perfect and all that good stuff. Now, this one is up just a little bit too high, so I am going to go ahead and readjust that. I'm going to move the acetate piece. It's kind of in my way. So let's do that. All right, that's good. Put that back down. Okay. Now I just noticed my paper here is not straight, so I'm going to grab my scissors really quick and just go ahead and straighten this piece of paper up. I must have cut it wrong. And another thing that you can do here is you can take your edge distressor and distress the edges of all of these if you want that type of look. I'm going for a flat look today. Not a ton of dimension. We're definitely going to have some dimension on this. Because what you can do is just do a beautiful plain one just like this, and that would look beautiful if you ask me. Or you can go ahead and embellish all of your squares and around the paper. So then move your T-square to this side, and then we're going to go ahead and put this here. There. Get some on here. And then I'll go ahead and move it this way, so I am straight along the bottom. And then you would just make sure that you're kind of straight around here as well. That looks just about right to me. What do we think? Yeah, it looks good. All right, I'm a little crooked here. Let me fix that so you can see me better. All right, now I'm going to do this last one here, and then we're good to go on embellishing. So just make sure you're straight, both here and here. Go ahead and stick those down. Wonderful. Isn't that the cutest? Now you could leave it just like that. You really could. I mean, I think that would be absolutely beautiful. If you're not a heavy embellisher, don't worry about it. So the first square that we're going to decorate, and again, like I said, these are 4x3s, just so you know. I used some fun foam, and then these absolutely adorable frames, and this little stamp. These are all chipboard from the Hip Kit Club, and they were actually packaged like this with the two frames together, and then I put the stamp in the middle. I left it on the acetate that it came on, and then I cut little strips of fun foam down this way, and we're going to go ahead and put this here, but we're going to put some sequins underneath it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to very heavily put ATG on here. You can also use glue. It's up to you. When you do this, you're going to get some sequins that do stick to the adhesive, and that's fine. It's no big deal. Nobody's ever going to notice it anyways. And then once it goes into a page protector, you'll be totally fine. So once that's, I'm going to put it to the back of my hand so it doesn't stick to anything. I do that a lot. I have a little mix of sequins here. They're red, gold, and they have little Christmas trees in it. Not really crazy about this green with this layout, so I'm going to go ahead and pick those out very quickly if you'll be patient with me. Because, I don't know, I just don't think they look good with this layout. I just kind of wanted just sequins. So one more here to pick up. I think I'll just use my finger. I think we could use, oh, there's a broken one. Let me throw that away. I think we could use a few more sequins. So I will put it in my hand this time and pick out those trees. One more. And then just go ahead and put those there. Put them right in the middle. Okay, so then let me put the top back on this, because knowing me, I'll knock it over. So then you go ahead when you're doing this, and you just put all your sequins right in the middle. Make a little pile, and then once you put your top over it, they will spread out more. So there's that. Now you don't want to put too many, so it's pushing up against the acetate and making it bumpy. You want it to be just the right amount. Oops, I dropped that. Look at me. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Got it. You guys do that too? I'm constantly dropping stuff, losing stuff, sticking stuff to other stuff. It's pain. All right. Ready? Here we go. Let me move this. I'm going to go ahead and put these down right in the center of this 4x3. Like so. Okay, I'm going to press down really hard to make sure all of that adheres really, really well. And then you can lift it up. I'm going to move the sequins around. Isn't that adorable? I love it. So when you turn the page, I probably went too fast. When you turn the page, your sequins are going to move around a little bit. Isn't that cute? I love it. So there's that one that's all done. Okay. And then this one, actually made a mistake putting that down. I didn't want to do that. What I wanted to do with this one is, let me see, how am I going to do this? I want to stick a tag underneath here that you can put some journaling on. But I want you to be able to pull it out. So I'm going to put this back down on the bottom, and I'm going to go ahead and stick my tag right in there so their mama can pull that out and put some journaling right on it. So I might actually, see that's sticking to that. You know what I'm going to do? I've changed my mind on this one. I'm going to go ahead and put this up on some fun foam as well, because that way we can slide the tag in and out very, very easily. So let me do that. Try to do it quickly so we don't take up a lot of time here. Put some fun foam just on the outside. Put that straight. Okay, one more piece on the side. And if you, normally you could put one on the bottom too, so it doesn't, but because I have the twine in the top, it's not going to slide through and go through the bottom. But think if you wanted to do that in a different manner, you might want to put a piece of fun foam this way too. But like I said, because it has the twine on the top, I'm not worried about it falling through. So we're going to go ahead and put this here like this. And then we can take this, and this can come in and out for the journaling. And I put it at the top because my page protectors, you can grab from the top, and she can just pull this out and write it and stick it back in. And then when the kids look through the album, they can see what she wrote. All right, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive down on this fun foam. It's a one-sided adhesive fun foam. I got it from just like a package of it from Michael's. And I think it was only like $10 maybe, if that. And there's a lot in there. I got a big package. That's why it was $10. And then you can use your coupon at Michael's. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and put that tag in there. And then I tied a knot. I used a strand of it and I doubled it. So there's actually 4 pieces of twine here. Then I put the knot, and then I put 2 little tassels at the end, tied another knot, and then clipped the other 2 little pieces of twine off. Put this up closer so you can see. Got some major sunlight going on today, which is good. Okay, so there's that. And normally, if this wasn't interactive, I would go ahead and put a little glue dot here and keep this twine in the space that I wanted it to be in, but I'm not going to because we're going to pull that in and out. All right, so now we're going to do this one here, which I think is adorable, with this little snowman. Oh my goodness, Santa Claus. Isn't he cute? It's chipboard. So let me go ahead and get that out of there. And I think that being chipboard, he has enough dimension for this layout. But I'm going to put, no, I'm not going to put glue because we're putting on acetate. I'm going to go ahead and put just another strip of ATG, which, you know me, came with cat fur. We're going to get that off there. And let me move this. We're just going to kind of center him, but I want his feet on the card, not off the card too much. Just right like that. I think that looks pretty centered. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and stick him down. And he covers up my staple. And it's cute because it moves a little bit. I think that's adorable. And then I have, my title is going to be Jolly Amazing. I'm going to put this right across my Santa because I think it's cute. So put that there. So some of it's going to hang off. So off camera, I might take little teeny foam squares and put it underneath these letters just to make sure they're all on the same level. And then put this on here so the bottom of this Y is not hitting the next word. And just kind of center that. Yeah, that looks good. What do you think? I think it's cute. Yeah, adorable. All right, now this down here, I was gonna put a stamp on there. I really think these are also Hip Kit stamps. This says, I don't know if you can see it because it's clear. It says Merry and Bright, and I'm gonna use black Memento ink because I think that that's a good ink to stamp directly on pictures. Now, if I bought a picture at, or if I had my pictures processed at like your drugstore or wherever you go, I probably wouldn't do this, but because I print my pictures at home, this usually works out pretty well. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this stamp all nice and covered really well with my ink. And then I'm going to go ahead, I just hit it with my hand, so let me re-ink it just in case. And I'm going to put it right here, okay? So press down. Try not to move it because you don't want it to be blurry. And then this ink is going to stick to the photo. So you hold your photo down, carefully pull away your stamp from your picture. Just do it really slow and see it comes out very, very, very good. Don't touch it for a couple minutes because you want to make sure it's dry 100%. Okay. So there's that tag. You can have it coming down this side, or I can have it going down this side. Whichever way we think looks best. Doesn't make any difference. All right, so there's that. And then over here, I was thinking about putting some cute little Christmas trees in the corner of this picture of my niece, like this. And what I did is I put some foam squares behind them. Oh, it's too bright, you can't see, sorry. And then I put little teeny honeybee stamp gems just on the tips of the trees, so it looks like they're ornaments. So let me throw some tape down on this. Go ahead, and I'm going to corner it right here to the corner of this picture. And I got a little smudge of black ink over here. I don't know how. I'm going to go ahead and use my eraser and see if I can get that off. And I can't, but that's all right. You hardly know, maybe I can cover it up with something. So this second tree I was going to put right here, but I want it to be higher than this tree, so I did put it on some foam squares. I always like to do that, 2 or 3 little trees together, and then put some in the background, and the one in the forefront you can put on foam squares, and it looks absolutely adorable. Kind of make sure they're at the same height, the base, and just go ahead and press that down. Okay, so I think that looks cute. Maybe we can put a little sentiment sticker or something here, or we can leave it the way it is. And then this one in the middle, I have a plan to decorate it and cover up this staple. Oops, let me cover up my ink before I make a mess. Okay, so I went ahead and put some foam squares on my Santa Claus that I wanted to use. And I know I said this like 3 times already, but if you are interested in this, all of this is Hip Kit. I'm going to put my Santa down here in the bottom. He's so cute. It's like he's sleeping, and it's got little Z's like he's asleep. I think it's adorable. I'm going to go ahead and take the backings off all my foam squares. Give me a second to do that. I can never tell if I've taken the backing off my foam squares because I can't tell the difference. Because the backing and the foam squares are white, so sometimes I just can't tell. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and lay him down like he's sleeping. But I do want to make sure he's straight. So let me do that. There. Perfect. And then if there's any parts of him that I think are not sticking or possibly need another foam square, I'll go ahead and stick those on there off camera. And this one I don't really want to move around, but since he's covering that space right there, I'm going to put some adhesive underneath him because you'll never see it through the acetate. So there's that. Let me just make sure that's straight. Perfect. I like it. It's cute. Isn't he cute? Let me try one more time. I just think it's not on there the right way. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. I like that. He's adorable, isn't he? Cute. And then I have a sentiment, just a chipboard. It says, warm wishes to you. I was thinking about putting right here. I left it on the back of the acetate just so I could audition it and not have it stick. So I'll put this, I want to put it exactly over this staple that I used. So there's that one. Then there's these really cute bows that you make yourself that came with the hip kits. Oops, so bright. There's that. Comes with a little backing, and then you make the bow and then put this around it. And you just make it. So I'm going to put this right here. I think it's adorable. I love it. And I just dropped it on the floor. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. I'm very clumsy. I don't know why I am so clumsy. All right, I'm back. So sorry about that, you guys. I went to get my ATG and I dropped it. So I'm going to put ATG tape on the back of that, because if you use glue on acetate, it tends to slip around. So I've smushed my bow. So what I usually do is I'll take like a pencil or a paintbrush or something and just put it right back in there and fluff that back out. Okay. Oh, I think this side needs one more little fluff. Now sometimes these bows will get smushed a little bit in your album, but I store my albums this way in a bookcase so I don't lay them flat on top of each other and then put things on top of it. So my embellishments tend not to get too smushed. So go ahead and put that right there. Fluff up my bow, get the cat fur off from it. You know my house. These are fabric, so I am going to go ahead and, I got a little piece right here I'm going to trim off. I'm going to put some Scotch tacky glue with my fine liner right in the middle of this, because I want to put a little embellishment, which I will show you. It is just a little teeny embellishment from the Hobby Lobby that I picked up. They kind of look, looks like candy. You'll see it in the close-ups. It's so bright with the sun. Sorry about that. So there's the layout so far. Okay, so there's that. And I think I'm pretty much done, because I don't want any mixed media on this. I don't even think I'm going to do splatters. And it is a nice, clean, fresh, bright Christmas layout. Quick and easy to put together. I mean, the hardest part, and when it's not even hard, but the most time-consuming part of the whole thing is cutting down your 6 pieces of paper to 4x3. And then sticking them down and making sure they're straight. Really nothing else very complicated about it. But you know me, I am going to end up putting a few extra things on there, like my Pink Fresh Gems. I've picked these 2 out. They're this is just clear. I know you can't see it because of the sun, and this is a nice red for Christmas. I didn't want to add green to it because there's not really too much green in these photos and this layout. All right, I'm probably going to stamp the date on here somewheres as well and put these gems on there. And I think that would probably be it for today. Like I said, this is going to be a nice, quick, easy, fresh, clean layout. All right, thank you so much. I'll put some pictures at the end so you can see my close-ups. I appreciate you stopping by.